Alrighty everybody, today is Thursday, June 23rd. Monday evening I finished the sweet potato video. I didn't put it out till Wednesday evening. And at that point in time the garden was in fine shape, nothing was bothering nothing. Other than I got some bug issues. But that's a different story. I got a video on that. I didn't get it edited yet, but that's coming out here hopefully this weekend. So Tuesday evening when I got home from work, I noticed deer had jumped our fence. I mean, it's not real high. It's like a 48 or 50 inch, 48 or 50 inch woven wire fence. It's not a tall fence by no means, but you know, it worked last year fine. We never had no problems. Tuesday night I noticed deer had jumped our fence and ate part of our dried beans, which we had a pretty good stand of them up there. I had 3 rows in the one bed, 75 foot long, so I would have had a lot of dried beans this fall. But so Tuesday evening after work I noticed the deer had gotten in and ate probably half that row. So then I went around and put these up, hoping the wind would rattle them around and whatnot. But did it work? No, it actually did not. So then on Wednesday evening I hung this ribbon. I didn't have none. I put ribbon around the upper fence, and I put ribbon down here last year too, and whether that worked or not I don't know, but this year it didn't, because I put this up last night and I noticed it again. So now some of our peppers right there in that row, they're not missing by no means, but some of them's trampled over and some of the tops are chewed out of them. I noticed that happened fresh last night after this ribbon was put up, and there's none broke nowhere, so they jumped, I don't know, five foot high anywhere around here to get over it. Some of the tops out of this row of corn, I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, but right there, those couple corn ears or corn stalks, their tops are chewed out of them. They didn't bother any in this stand. And then these cayenne peppers, which they say they don't eat hot stuff, well, 2 of those are chewed plumb off. If you can see them right there, them 2's clear missing. And then I had a sun patient. There was a flower in between it and the celery, if you remember. Well, it's clear gone now. So they ate that to the ground. Our potatoes, they didn't bother those, which I've never had an issue with those. Knock on wood, I've never had deer bother them. But there's our dried beans that we're going to have. If you watch the videos, you know how nice those were. On the other end, they're still okay. But if you've seen my video when I did the sweet potatoes in this row right here, in between the turnips, when I put those in, if you watch that video, you've seen how nice the beans were beside of it. Actually one of the sweet potatoes is gone too. They ate one of those. So this evening I put these cloths up and put some kind of I'm not sure what it is, some kind of deer deeder stuff. It's got, I don't know what it is. It's like, smells like garlic and some kind of mint. I don't know, it's kind of nasty. Is that going to work? I have no idea. I don't know what else to do. There's no trace of where they jumped in at, but they definitely got in. I can't be mad at the deer. I'm the one that invaded their ground. They didn't invade mine, so until last year that field was theirs, not mine, so whatever. It's just irritating and aggravating. That was food we was going to have for the winter, dried beans. I planned on putting a fair many away, and I got some more seed, and I will put more in. Yesterday we was at a local co-op, and I bought some beans in bulk there. They have bulk beans, so I got some pinto beans I'm going to put in, because I know I don't have enough of these kidney beans that I did originally. So I'm going to just put in some pinto beans, mix them with my kidneys, so I have enough to replant them. So I'm going to replant them. I don't know, I'm going to wait a few days or a week or so till I know that this works. If it doesn't, hopefully it does. I'm going to wait a little while on that before I do it. If anybody's got any tips on keeping them out other than the fence and making stuff stink, let me know, because I've never had an issue like this before. But we always had a dog, and last year we had to put him down, so maybe that's the whole problem, is the dog kept him away before, and we just didn't realize it. So I'm going to hope this works. So I'm going to give you a quick tour. Probably not down here, because you've pretty much seen it already. I'm going to give you a quick tour up above. Also, yesterday we went on a garden tour, farm tour rather, not a garden tour, on was the co-op had a thing that you paid, I think it was like $5 a person, which wasn't a big deal, and they supplied your lunch. So I took the day off work yesterday, and me and the missus went on that, which was a pretty good time. We learned a lot. That guy does a lot of regenerative agriculture. He does gardening. He has a 200-person CSA, and he goes 4 markets a week. He does beef and sheep and a bunch of stuff. So if you want to look him up, his name's Ben Yoder. He's Savage Mountain Farms is the name of the farm. You can go to savagemountainfarms.com. So I think I'm going to join his CSA. I don't know which one. He's got 3 different ones, 3 different branches you could order from. I think I'm going to. I didn't get any video or pictures while I was there. I'd put them in, but I don't have any of that stuff. But super nice guy. He has beef and sheep and pigs and poultry, pasture poultry. He does chickens and rabbits and turkeys and pigs and a bunch of garden stuff. And he has like 600 laying chickens. It's a pretty nice setup on 100. I think he said 110 acres is what he owned, and I think he said he leases 40 or 50 more. So makes his own hay and does his own. Makes his own fertilizers, compost. He's certified naturally grown, but he does good stuff. He bought stuff off us this spring. Actually, some rhubarb and some sunchoke roots he bought off of us to plant down there. He didn't show that part of it on his tour, but he did tell everybody where he got it from. So I talked to him afterwards and told him I wanted to come down sometime and check it out. And he said anytime I wanted to, I was welcome. So I learned a fair bit. I want to get into raising some sheep and probably some sheep and pigs maybe next year, but it was a pretty good experience. But anyways, I ranted on. I do apologize for ranting so much, but I'm gonna give you a quick tour on our up here garden. These carrots are doing all right. They're kind of spotty as they was before. The beets are looking good. I could probably harvest some of those if I wanted to. This corn here is Johnny Red. It's grain corn. I didn't realize it until I don't know a week or so ago. It's probably waist high right now. Around here they say knee high by the 4th of July. It's not the 4th, and it's taller than that. So out there is doing really good. But they said on, I watched a video from Haas Tools about the Johnny Red, and I think they said it gets like 12 feet tall. I didn't know it got that tall. So it's going to shade stuff when it gets up there. So it is what it is. These beets here is looking really good. The carrots on the other end are spotty like they are on the other row. These beans here, if you notice on the far end, they're not as big as they are on this end. Well, we had a deer jump the fence over there too, and it ate halfway down on that. But they're coming back. It didn't eat them to the ground. But one thing I did up here that I didn't do down there, and I'm going to check and see if what I did works down there. And if it doesn't, I got some more. I got some bone sauce off of Permapasture Farms, Billy's bone sauce. I assume that's what worked up here. I don't know that for sure. This row here was our spinach. It's pretty much petered out. We harvested the rest of it the other night. I'm going to go in here and mow this down. I'm going to plant some bell peppers in this spot where it was right there. I'm going to mow that to the ground and plant some bell peppers in there. And our garlic, it's doing really good. I need to harvest some scapes. I harvested a bunch of scapes last week. Took them to the market and sold every last one of them. They was gone in no time. Kale and Swiss chard's doing real good. It's doing, let me see if I can find you. There you are. It's doing pretty good. As you can see, the Swiss chard and the kale on the far end, it's doing better than the Swiss chard, but it's doing real nice. It looks good. So that's pretty much the end of the garden tour right now. I just wanted to rant about the deer getting in our fence and see if anybody had any ideas. I had to change arms. That camera's getting a little heavy for me. They even ate some of our sunflowers that I had planted in here down, and the wife put I'm not sure what that flower was. Well, it still is. It still got some bloom, but the deer ate a lot of it too. But I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. You can't blame the deer, like I said earlier. You can't blame the deer for being deer and eating what they eat. If I was a deer and I had that easy of pickings, I'd do the same thing. But I'll take you over here and show you the potatoes quick. They're looking really good. The ones up here are as well. Then I'll give you a quick chicken update, because they are chickens. So the potatoes up here, they're looking good. They're flowering on the far end. The red ones are flowering. The white ones are starting to open up, but they're not quite opened up yet. And also, I never noticed the ginger coming out yet either, so the ginger still isn't up, but that's all right. It don't matter if I get any or not. I could probably harvest some new potatoes now, which by new potatoes, they're just little. Their skins are really soft on them. They're not, excuse me, they're not hard, and they won't keep. You can eat them fresh, and they're pretty good. So the other night, I'm gonna spin you around and show you. The other night whoops, sorry about that. The other night we moved these chickens to this side of the cattle panel greenhouse, and they're loving life. I'll give them a couple winter squashes that was past their prime. Fed them some food scraps out of the kitchen. Give them a dust bath in a flower pot. They're loving life. They're getting pretty big. They're 8 weeks old. Tuesday they was 8 weeks old, and we still got all 15 of them. Of course, we ordered 15. We got 16. One of them died like right away, and we still have what we ordered. But they're doing really good. So that's pretty much going to end this one. So I just wanted to rant a little bit. Sorry for the long rant. This video is getting pretty long, so I'm gonna let it go here at this. So till we meet again, take care and God bless.